Hey, welcome. I'm Brian. I play guitar. This is my channel. And today I wanted to do some quick ideas I had with ebow, maybe some fuzz, some ambient stuff using flat-wound strings. I saw on another channel, Does It Doom, he mentioned, trying them in different applications, obviously for more like sludge and doom metal and stuff like that. But I thought for me, the most interesting thing would be doing it with like the ebow, so you get none of that string noise, or less, let's put it that way. So I have a pre-recorded loop that I've been using for some other shorts that I'm going to be doing, and I thought I would just kind of try some different things with it and talk about it a little bit. So obviously the plain strings are the same as any other set, but I kind of normally, when I'm doing ebow stuff, tend to not really use the wound strings too much. And as you develop more technique of switching strings, which I'm kind of getting a little better at, that would definitely help to cut down on string noise. So anyway, here's a quick little idea based on Brothers in Arms, that Dire Straits song. Just kind of some harmony to kind of give it context. I'm not trying to recreate the solo or the song, just kind of using that great kind of framework, or kind of a close use of that framework. So anyway. So as far as the string noise, that was just a quick little example of using just the D string. I didn't switch strings, but it's definitely a lot more rounded and sound in general, so definitely not as bright, and that's definitely great in the context of doing stuff like ambient stuff. So I think the next little thing I'll try is basically adding some delay and some reverb, and I think, I think it couldn't go wrong. That's a joke. But so let's try the same thing maybe, and maybe I'll switch strings or whatever, but we'll go from there. So that was using a little more like a subtle modulated delay. I always have my Echoplex delay on, and then the GHS reverb. So some pretty basic effects that are pretty accessible just about to anybody, price range wise. So yeah, and so that's kind of the application I thought it'd be best for, but I'll do the same thing using the same sample or that same loop and try some fuzz and see what that sounds like. Again, I'm doing little shorts for all of these, or maybe I'll pull them out of here for like people that wouldn't want to watch more than a couple of minutes of something. So I'm using the Boss Tone Bender, the Wazacraft TB2W for this. That's kind of one I've been using mostly for these recent fuzz videos, and so yeah. So I think with the fuzz it adds a interesting, takes off kind of the harder edges, and I think that's what it does for all of these sounds. And this is in no way a completed idea as far as trying to switch a lot of stuff up and changing different parameters on the delays and all of that. But I kind of wanted to, the idea of doing more of those longer sustaining type notes on guitar without the ebow or a sustainer would be interesting, and just from a standpoint of a live type deal where you're not having to hold an ebow or whatever like that. So, and just my love of fuzz and kind of getting those more kind of more granular, more kind of just well, a mix of like the granular, the edge, the kind of sharp edged kind of tones, and rounding it out where you don't get as much string noise seemed really, really interesting to me. So this is just kind of my first kind of foray into trying some loops, like playing over loops with it, with fuzz and the ebow. So I thought I'd shoot a quick video of it, and please comment if you have like some other suggestions, or if you've tried it. That'd be great to know. I know most of the players I've known that have tried them were like straight ahead jazz players as far as Flatwounds. So I think for a lot of applications in the ambient world, for most of us that do that kind of thing, I think it's a great fit. So I think I'll probably keep the strung with them. They're pretty, the one other thing I might mention is they're very expensive as far as guitar strings go, meaning they're in the $17 a pack kind of range, which is to me super expensive. But in a way, they probably last forever because you don't have to worry about pitting or anything like that from playing on, and the frets wearing kind of little pits into them, or at least to the same degree. Plus, if they go dead, you probably wouldn't know. So they're a pretty dead sounding string to start with. So if you're looking for kind of an alternative to bright sounding strings, and you're doing a lot of slides, that kind of stuff, and you want to maybe get around string noise if you don't want to put the time in and how to kind of navigate that or kind of undo some of those bad habits, give them a try. And I think people that use a lot of sustain and using long notes and slide a lot, it's a great alternative to having a fretless guitar, which is another alternative to doing this kind of stuff. And so for an experiment, I think it's a good one. And again, I don't think the string noise is the hugest component, but it was part of the reason why I tried them. So I bought these. They're Diodarios. Get a pack and see what you think. And if you do that, put some comments below. I'd love to hear what, if people have had more success or other ideas with them. Please subscribe. Keep watching my stuff. it's slowly growing. I'm pretty excited to see the amount of returning people, and so the subscription rate is coming up, but it's a little slow. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.